In today's video, we are going to talk about shopping and what's happening around the industry of online shopping. To be specific, we're going to talk about three companies: Google, Amazon, and Shopify. Before we start, we'll talk about what each of these companies are up to and how the ecosystem is working around the industry of online shopping. So, first of all, you need to understand how you are being targeted as an online retailer, as an online customer. So, there are two ways to be targeted. One is you are being targeted based on your behavioral data and based on your demographic. That's one of the ways. And another way is you are being targeted based on your search behavior. So, in the first one, you get targets of advertisement campaigns, you get targets of uh, advertisements based on your cookie data, advertisements based on your demographics, where you live in, what gender you are in, what are your previous purchase behaviors, and your online data points in general. In the other hand, you search for something, search for buying something, and then the products that are a good match to your search, they appear in front of you, and then you make a buying decision out of it. So, Google, our first company, is based on the second kind of targeting. So, Google has the strongest and the largest search database in the world. And eventually, search is their biggest software that brings on the biggest amount of revenue for them as well. So, definitely, Google has built an ecosystem based on just search results, and in the ecosystem there are a lot of other products as well. They're eventually called alphabets inc, but search is the most profitable and most widely spread out product of their lineup, right? Now, Shopify is a company that's comparatively newer to Google and Amazon, but it's serving a very specific purpose. To understand what Shopify does, we need to understand what Amazon does first. Amazon is it's an e-commerce marketplace where buyers and sellers get connected. So if you need to buy something, you can find a number of buyers, number of sellers selling the same product, and you can pick up the best one that matches to your interest and your price and your choices in general. But Amazon is highly seller-centric company, right? It creates a very competitive environment for the merchants and brands and sellers, right? And on the other hand, it makes it very easy for the customers to make the purchase decisions. It offers as much low price as it can from the merchants, and also it takes a certain percentage of the revenue that the merchants and brands get out of the sales. For the users, Amazon is reputed as very secure, trusted, and reputational entity. Users love to shop from Amazon, and Amazon is actually a synonym to retail online shopping, right? But for the merchants, Amazon have not been that much pleasing at all. It rather creates a very competitive and cutthroat environment for the merchants across Amazon. So the merchants have to give up on the prices, on the profit margins, and most importantly, the merchants don't get to build their own brands within the Amazon ecosystem. So as long as you are a retailer selling a few products and you are just happy with the money that you are making through Amazon, you are fine. But as long as you want to create your own brand, it's very hard to do it on Amazon, right? Because apart from the facilities that Amazon provides to you as a merchant, you will be facing a poor infrastructure, a poor security system, poor payment gateway solutions, and in general, poor trust if you just bring on the same customer from Amazon to your own website and make the customer purchase the same product. So in general, merchants, they usually were deprived of creating their own brands as long as they were a part of Amazon system. But now the situation is changing, and that's where Shopify comes in. Shopify only works for the best interest of the merchants and brands. They are a technology that enables the merchants to sell their products in their very own websites, and it comes up with a handful of apps, handful of user-friendly experiences and features, and whatever it needs to make sure that you have an e-commerce websites that provides almost as good experience as Amazon to your customers. The customers, you can make sure that your customers don't hesitate anymore buying on your own website instead of buying from your own seller's page of Amazon, right? So that's where Shopify comes in, and comparatively, Shopify is newer than Google and Amazon. But as long as the problem were there, merchants were very welcoming, and they received the solution that Shopify provided, with a very wide open arm. And now there is a triangle formed in the industry of e-commerce shopping, between Amazon, Google, and Shopify. Now, before I discuss further, I would like to clarify that each of these industries, these three, and there are many other tech companies, Apple, Facebook, and AliExpress, everyone tries to create an ecosystem where you'll have everything you need to in their very own domain. So everyone is trying to create their own ecosystem. Amazon is trying to create their own product lineup along with their huge lineups of sellers and shops. Google is trying to create literally everything that you need to do online, starting from Google Chrome to Android to YouTube to Google Search to Google AdSense, and everything you need to do within the web interface, within the web ecosystem. Facebook is trying to do the same, right? Facebook is into the social space, so they're trying to do social things, and they're trying to acquire different communication platforms, chat apps, etc. So the verdict is every company is trying to create their own ecosystem, and these three, they're no different. They all have their agendas to create their own ecosystem and serve with every purposes that they can to their target customers. Having said that, let's talk about how the competitions and collaborations are taking place, because if you see, Google is not a direct competition to Amazon or Shopify, and Shopify is not a direct competition to Amazon as well. Shopify is an enablement service. It's an empowerment where Amazon is a marketplace and Google is a search engine. Now, how does the combinations and collaborations taking place between, not all of them, but some of them? So it starts with the differences of Google Shopping versus Amazon. If you know, Google Shopping has been around for years. I'm not sure exact about the exact year, but it has been around for at least 20 years, because people used to search for the product on Google before they search it anywhere else, like Amazon or eBay. So as long as Google has the best search facility in the world, people would love to search for the product on Google because they believe Google will provide the best search results. For the very same reason, Amazon is not, the search on Amazon is not the best feature of Amazon at all, because we have searched for a particular product or Amazon and on Google, and every time Google brought us better results, because Google understands the semantics, the search intents. It has a tons of technologies and patents to understand what the user means when the user searches a certain term. The terms can be short forms, can be synonyms, can be casual words as well. Google has the technology to understand it, and that's why it's the biggest search engine platform in the world. Anyways, once Google launched Google Shopping, uh, there were a conflict created between Amazon and Google, because if you want to buy something, Amazon wants you to search about it on Amazon, right? It doesn't want to search about it on Google. And on the other hand, Google has the best search feature, so Google would love to present you the best product available for whatever searches you have, right? So Google started to show up products, but in the initial days, it was only paid products that were getting the maximum amount of footage in the search result. If the merchants used to pay for the placement, only then Google will show the product on top of the search results and the merchants will get sales. Later on, in 2021, Google brought up a number of changes in the product experience, product search experience. Google Shopping was introduced, and a better version of Google Shopping was introduced. And when it started, It used to be, a very rigid and static platform, but now they keep start adding these features that are interactive, so you can swipe across the product search results if you search with a product, and then you can select from a number of features, right? Because previously, if you only search with the keyword, the search result would be based on that. But if you look at Google right now, you can search with one thing, and then you can keep selecting different products. For example, if you search baby strollers, Google will show you some baby strollers from different platforms, Amazon, eBay, and different other vendors. Even you can narrow down your search from that point. You can just search for products that are on sale. You can search for products that are of a very particular color. You can search for products that are under a very specific price range. So this options to customize and narrow down your search, this is what's providing Google a leverage on top of the other search systems on other e-commerce websites like Amazon and eBay. So if you compare, Amazon might have a lot of other benefits. It has Prime memberships. It has a very good reputation. The experience of purchase is better at Amazon, but Google is not targeting customers who are almost ready to purchase. All they need to do is they have to find the product and purchase. Google is targeting users who are still searching for the product that they're intended to buy. So the spread is also very broad as well if you think about Google. And as I said, Amazon creates a very competitive and cutthroat environment for the merchants. So merchants already shifted towards Shopify and started to build their own brands. Now, at this point of the story, I would like to point at the very obvious incident that took place last year, which is a collaboration between Shopify and Google. Now, where Google has these features that provides with a very customizable and very precise search features, it also now looked at the Shopify users. Shopify users are vendors and merchants who would like to build their own website, but Google offered them a very, very, very obvious and demanding technology, which is search. There is this problem called search abandonment. Google did a study on it, and a lot of other studies had been done on it as well. The problem is about if you go to a random e-commerce website. I'm not talking about e-commerces like Amazon and eBay and Walmart. I'm talking about small e-commerce websites that are built with Shopify or WordPress. If you search for a particular product, the search result it comes out to be very clumsy and very inaccurate. So this disappointment, it led to a few trillion or billion dollars of loss for the retailers and merchants. So Google tried to solve this very problem, and it came up with AI-based technology for the merchants who use Shopify. Remember, it's only providing this facility to Shopify users only. If you have a seller store on Amazon, you cannot do it because Amazon will implement their own search algorithm in here. But if you have a Shopify empowered e-commerce website, you can get this benefit out of it. So Google has provided a cloud based retail search, which is specialized for searchers who search for products. It helps to understand what product the user is looking for, and it tries to present the best product out of your inventory in front of them. The browsing, it became better. Google made a very AI infused technology that helps user to browse your products more accurately. It also comes up with a very personalized list of products. If the user visits a certain category of your website, the list of product, the order of product, it will be dependent on how the user have behaved in your website throughout the period of time. uh, if you consider if the user is a recurring visitor of your website, it will analyze what this particular user had done before in your website, at which stage the user had abandoned the purchase, or what made the user purchase a product, and what were the experience like. Based on all of these data, Google will personalize their search results, the product inventories, the categories, and also it will personalize the entire, anything that's there about searches or presenting your products in your own website. Google will be the tool that will help you do that. And there is also a concern about security, that as long as Google has the access to the user's cookie data within your website, is there any chance that Google will abuse it? So Google had clearly declared that they will not use this data anywhere but the website of yours. So your customers' data and cookie information, it just only stays in your website. Google will not use it for any other purposes. Given that, now retailers in their own website, retailers who have created their websites by Shopify, they'll have a better search experience for their users, which also lifts off the pressure of them being listed on Amazon to sell their products. So this movement is going on where retailers and individual sellers, they're more trying to build their own brands instead of relying on one or two mega giant platforms like Amazon or eBay. They're trying to create their own websites, they're marketing their own websites, they are doing content marketing, they're doing SEO, they're doing social media marketing, they're hiring influencers to promote their own products. So they want to cut this middleman entity out. They directly want to reach their customers. And this sense of individualism it's everywhere. Everyone is trying to be their own boss. They don't want to rely on any third party or a platform to bring on their customers, right? They want their own audience. So, supporting all this, Shopify took care of the tech part. Now, Google had combined with Shopify to solve the search problem and to provide a very better user experience in these websites. In other words, Google is trying Shopify and Shopify's customers to rely less on Amazon. And that's how the conflict between Google and Amazon is taking place. Although you cannot see it in a very plain sight, but it's there and it's happening. It's kind of creating a movement among merchants. Previously, a merchant didn't have a lot of choices apart from Amazon to launch their products. Now they have Shopify, and if you create the website through Shopify, you can create as good as user experience to your customers as it is in Amazon, right? They're also very willing to take care of their own fulfillment, their own customer support, their own payment security. So everything Amazon used to be good for, these retailers are trying to do the same, and Google is helping them to do so, right? And in the other hand, Google is also evolving as a search engine as well, because you can see you can browse through the products by sliding through the product carousels in the very search result. You don't have to visit any pages. You can filter down your product choices. If you search with a product, you can filter it down based on your requirement, and you'll have choices from not only one option, you have choices from a lot of other options as well. So these are being a part of Google's evolution to be a better search engine. And since there are technologies like AR and VR evolving, the virtual reality world is evolving. I'm sure Google search will evolve in such a way that people will have a more interactive and intuitive way to make purchase decisions. And the freedom of choice will be in people's hands, because Google is of course a very user centric company, so they will make sure they're working for the user's best interest in all of this process. Because it's all about cutting out the middlemen, another middleman entity just got cut out, which are the affiliate marketers. Affiliate marketers are those people who used to be registered affiliate partners of Amazon and eBay's and AliExpress's, and they used to utilize their own networking channel and own marketing channel to bring on paying customers to Amazon and other e-commerces. So these affiliate marketers used to get a commission out of every sale, and that used to be the business model for them. These parties are being cut off. First of all, there are two results. One is Amazon is relying less on these affiliate marketers because they question their integrity. We can see hundreds and thousands of Amazon affiliates and associates losing their Amazon affiliate account with a claim to use fraudulent methods, to use scraped contents, to use unauthentic contents to promote Amazon's products. So this used to be a problem for Amazon, and now with Google taking care of recommending products based on users' preferences, Google is also moving towards a direction where it doesn't let you rank for a keyword that's highly product centric. If you write with best mouse pad for gaming, these days, Google would rather select some mouse pads from different e-commerce websites and make a collection of products and show it on the search result. Where on the other hand, the affiliate marketers used to do the same. They wrote an article about 10 best mouse pads on internet and publish it on their website, and made a money out of it, out of every successful purchases. So Google is also moving towards a way where it's cutting down the affiliate marketers, and Amazon is also relying on affiliate marketers as well. There are a number of cut downs of commission rates from Amazon's end, and also Google came up with a number of policies against people who do product review articles and product review videos. So these two companies, very interestingly, they agreed on this one thing, which is terminating the affiliates in general. So that's another part of the industry, but in general, where it's moving, the way forward, I believe it will be just keep getting better every day, and with all of the companies will be trying to bring up more features and more enablements in their platform that can make the shopping experience better and the selling experience better for the merchants as well. Right now, all of these are evolved around physical products, but I'm sure it will be expanded to digital products and digital goods as well, softwares and courses and other digital products like that. It will be expanded to that. And in the meantime, retailers who are creating their own brands out of Shopify's or maybe out of Amazon as well, what should they do? Well, I personally think retailers, just like Amazon and Shopify and Google, retailers also should try to create their own ecosystem. What I mean is retailers should try to keep the users within their communities. So apart from just selling the products with a very good user experience, retailers and brands, they should also try to create a community of interest. So whatever product you are selling, if you are selling say computer products and desktop accessories, you should create a community where people talk about building computers and uh, how to use computer accessories, how to make the most out of the products that you are selling. If you are able to create a platform like that, you'll have brand loyalty, you'll have a very growing and thriving audience of your own, so that you don't have to keep rely on these entities like Google and Amazon to get new customers. Of course, there will be always new customers. You can rely on these platforms for new customers all the time, but don't just would depend on them for 100% of your revenue. Make sure you have the access and control of your own customers database. You know your audience and what your audience want, and you keep working for their best interest. So this way you'll be lifting off the pressure from Amazon and Google and other marketing platforms like that. So that's it for this video. Thank you.